This new fund is to undertake rapid research into the fallout, the impact of the conflict between US, Iran, Israel and the wider region, and what that has done in terms of the UK economy and UK society. We want to understand those impacts as well as we can, how they are evolving over time and how they are playing out in different households and for different businesses and different communities in our country. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're doing that in a very agile and responsive way. We're acting quickly and we're sort of doing this slightly differently to how we traditionally fund things at Nuffield. So we're kind of speeding up our processes and we're asking people to try and produce the research as quickly as they possibly can. But we're also doing this mindful of the fact that this crisis doesn't stand in isolation. It's the third big supply shock that our economy and our society has faced in the 2020s. And so there is a kind of compound effect of the other two on top of this, and we're interested in understanding how the three fit together and what lessons we can learn from how each has played out and what that teaches us about what we need to do differently in the future. So we're hoping that the research projects that we fund will do a number of things. Firstly, I think we are looking for them to be able to influence some decisions that have been taken either by the national government or devolved or local authorities. Who will be looking for the best available evidence. They are looking for the best available evidence in terms of the impacts of this conflict on different types of households, in different types of communities. But we're also looking to try and sharpen up our understanding of the way in which households' dynamics are changing in light of rising costs. So how are people behaving differently as a consequence of, say, higher energy costs? We also want to understand the impacts on some really important supply chains and to really draw out, which ones are most fragile, which ones maybe are more resilient than we thought. We're trying to understand those dynamics. And in addition to that, we're trying to work out how can we support and advise others to target their response effectively. So we're really reaching the most impacted groups, including those that may be overlooked by existing measures. We're hoping that a range of different types of organisations would apply for this funding. We'll be looking to people from the academic sector, a range of research institutes, policy institutes, there'll be think tanks. We're very open to different types of organisations so long as they have the right credibility and analytical capability and are willing to work at fairly rapid timetable. We're looking to fund research using a variety of types of data and approach and methodology. Some of it likely will be quantitative, using kind of analytical approaches. Some of it will be qualitative in nature. We're also very interested in using real-time data to try and get as close to the current moment as possible in terms of understanding impacts. And that could come from a variety of different sources, not just from official data sources. And we are also trying to understand how this crisis is playing out in different communities. And that may be kind of dependent on their income level, it may be dependent on geography or race or ethnicity, and particularly the kind of how those different characteristics can combine to lead to some groups being severely affected, possibly in ways we don't completely understand at the moment.